Hello. I'm going to show you an overview of the Landlord Dashboard and walk you through the different sections. This is the Landlord Dashboard. Along the top, you can see the status of advertising, maintenance, and renter's insurance. There are separate videos explaining how to set up and use each of these services. Using these services is optional. This video shows you how to monitor them on the dashboard. Under advertising, you can see if you have received any new tenant applications that are waiting for your review and if you have any leases expiring this month. Below that, you can see that currently you have 1 vacant unit and 3 units that are occupied. You can also see that you are not currently running any advertisements to look for a new tenant. Under maintenance, there are no new maintenance requests that you haven't seen yet, and there is 1 open maintenance request that hasn't been closed. If you have an emergency request, it will show as urgent, and you also receive an email when the tenant submits the request. For renter's insurance, tenants have the option to purchase through Schedule My Rent or from another company. If a tenant purchases from another company, the tenant then uploads proof of the insurance so that you can review and approve it. In this example, you don't have any insurance policies that you need to review. The dashboard also shows if any of the policies are expiring within the next 30 days, the number of tenants that are required to have insurance but don't yet, and the number of tenants that have already completed their renter's insurance requirement, which indicates you are all set. I am now going to show you the left sidebar. You are able to advertise vacancies across multiple websites, review online submitted applications, enter and categorize expenses for tax time, manage maintenance requests, and review renter's insurance. There is a detailed video for each of these services. I am now going to show you the setup section, which is used when you are initially customizing flows or when you need to adjust them. The first section is bank accounts, where you can set up as many bank accounts as you need. These can be for different businesses, different properties, or for different needs, such as separating security deposits into a different bank account. The next section is businesses, where you can set up as many businesses as you need for each company, LLC, partnership, or other structure. The next section is properties, which can be anything from a single-family house to a large apartment building, or something special like a mobile home park, marina, or mailbox rentals. Once you enter a property, you select which business owns it. The unit groups allows various groupings for reporting, displays, notifications, and sub-user access control. The next section allows you to customize your online rental application with custom messages, questions, and requirements. The next section allows you to customize what notifications each contact receives. The next section allows you to set up various additional contacts for different services and reporting. Finally, the last section allows you to set up information for tax purposes and to see tax reporting. The middle section allows you to easily see the status of your rental income across all of your units. Each row is a different lease. For example, the first row shows the unit that is assigned a name of 200 Main Street, number 1, and the tenants are Bascom and Wilson. The second row shows the unit that is assigned a name of 200 Main Street, number 2, and the tenant is Brown. The third row shows the unit that is assigned a name of 300 Main Street, letter A, and the tenant is Simpson. Most people name their units with a name using the address, but you can assign a unit with any name you want. The name is assigned in the property setup screen. Also, if you click on the tenant's name, you are able to see additional information like their phone number and any notes you have regarding the tenant. There are 3 different leases shown in this example, and the fourth row is a unit without a current lease. When one lease ends and a new lease is entered for the same unit, you will see 2 rows for the same unit for a period of time until the old lease automatically drops off of this view. You can select to see all of your units or only a portion of them. In this example, you can select to see your units for a specific business, specific property, or custom-defined unit group. If I select the first LLC, then only the 2 units that belong to that LLC are shown. I'm now going to go back to showing all units in this example. Each row is a different lease, and each column is a different month. For example, the first column shows the previous month of February. The second column shows the current month of March. The third column shows the following month, which is April. You can change the number of months shown by changing the Months Shown option. You can also change which months are shown by using the backward and forward arrows. It is easy to quickly see your rental income status across all of your units so you can see if you need to take any additional actions. The first unit illustrates an example of a tenant paying on time. You can see that there is a zero balance due for February and $1,100 was received. You can click on the amounts in the due and received columns to see additional detail. It is the same for the current month of March. For April, which is a month in the future, you can see that $1,100 will be due and nothing has been received yet. Once again, this is an example of a tenant paying on time. The second unit also illustrates an example of a tenant paying on time, but you can also see that the tenant has already scheduled a payment for $1,200 on March 28. This means that this tenant is going to pay a little early for the April rent. The comments column, depending upon the situation, will show you payments that are scheduled. If a tenant is using auto-pay, the total amount due if the tenant is past due for multiple months, and other situations. The third unit illustrates an example of a tenant that paid on time last month, but hasn't paid on time for the current month, which is March. You can see that $900 is currently due and nothing has been received yet. Any amount that is overdue is highlighted in red. You can also see that this lease is scheduled to end. This alerts you that you need to either extend the current lease or start advertising for a new tenant. The fourth unit illustrates an example of a unit that does not currently have a lease. If you are advertising, new rental applications will automatically come in for you to review. If you want to send an application to a specific person, you can click on the Send Application button. If you have decided on a new tenant, you can click on the New Lease button to start a new lease. This main dashboard gives you an overview of your rent collection. To see additional details, please click on the Unit View button for the unit you would like to see additional detail for. A detailed overview of the Unit View screen is shown on a different video. And that's it. This video has shown you an overview of the Landlord Dashboard and how easy it is to monitor your rental status. Please let us know if you have any questions. Thank you.